Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about the live event that I did last week. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment below. If there's any videos you want to see me post, whatever you want me to talk about, calligraphy, events, projects that I'm working on, anything with my family or my puppies or anything at all, just let me know in the comments below. So let's dive right in. So last week, the day before Valentine's Day, I did a live pop-up event with a local florist. Her company name is Nomad Blooms. I will post her name below in the description. Definitely follow her on Instagram. She does beautiful floral arrangements. So she did bouquets and then individual flowers, and I did custom cards and then custom calligraphy on the outside of the envelope for people to purchase as well. It was an amazing experience, and I had the benefit of having someone a little bit more seasoned, like Sarah from Nomad Blooms. People were already a little bit familiar with her because she had held pop-ups at that location before. We did it at Leclerc's General Store, which is in downtown Fayetteville, North Carolina. So if you are in the area, definitely check it out. It's an awesome shop. And it was such a great turnout. Honestly, we were busier than I thought we were gonna be. I think I definitely had the perk of being with Sarah since she had had pop-ups there before. I heard a few people come in and say, oh, you're selling flowers again. So to have her kind of next to me as someone who was already experienced and a little bit more, had a little bit more of the reputation was awesome for me. It was great exposure, and she was amazing to work with. She got a little backed up at one point, but she kept a smile on her face, and it was great to work next to someone who not only is a sole proprietor of her business as well, but just great to work with and good people. But I wanted to go over two things that I think went really well about the event, it being my first live calligraphy event, and then two things that I'm definitely going to take away from it and do better at the next one, which I hope is sometime soon. So the two things that I think went really well were the fact that I'm an over-preparer kind of through and through. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you saw my story where I kind of was walking you through all of the extra stuff that I was bringing to this pop-up event. It was silly. I was bringing like masking tape and a pair of scissors and like a whole roll of paper towels, and I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but I'm an over-preparer. So I will say that as far as that goes, as far as supplies go, I had plenty, and I kind of had my little setup there at Leclerc. You can check out the picture on my Instagram as well from the event. You can kind of see where I was set up. It was this really beautiful glass display, and I had all of my ink and my nibs and my pens and my cards and everything set up. It was perfect. So I'm really grateful for the owner of Leclerc's, Pat. He was awesome to let us do that and kind of give me the space to work. So being prepared with supplies was definitely one thing that went really well. And the second one, I'm not actually 100% sure if I can put this in the really well or could do better category. It was sort of a blend between the two. And that is just that it was a totally different experience doing my calligraphy and hand lettering live in front of people as they're staring at me waiting for their piece to be finished. I definitely at one point was like, oh my God, like it's really hot in here. When did it get so hot? Because there was like a line of people waiting for me to do these custom cards for them. And so I think maybe that started off in the could do better, I think because I just need more experience doing it. Usually I'm in the comfort of my own home sitting at my desk, and I'm able to just take my time and put on Bob's Burgers in the background and do my calligraphy and no pressure. But when it's live in front of someone and you want it to look great, this is something that they're paying for. You want it to look perfect for them. Something that I would normally take 10-15 minutes perfecting and drafting out, I was doing on the fly. So that kind of started off in like oh, this could be better, but it kind of transitioned into like, okay, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. I'm kind of expecting what people are going to ask of me. So usually, for the most part, people just wanted their loved one's name on the envelope. One person had me put "to my love." It was usually pretty simple things. Yeah, I think that went pretty well. I would say that was kind of like maybe in both the categories, so I would kind of count that as one thing that went well, and also maybe could do better just with more experience. But another thing that I think could definitely have gone better was being prepared more so for what people were going to ask of me. And so I was definitely prepared when it came to supplies. However, I wasn't ready for people to be like, oh, like, can you do this, 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 and this, and write out this full sentence for me inside the card? And I was like, oh, I wasn't really prepared for that because that takes a lot longer, and I wasn't ready for that. And so going into another live event, I feel like I have to be kind of pretty straightforward, just like, hey, here's what I'm offering. You can choose, 2 words, whether you want it to be just a short phrase or maybe a name. It's just gotta be short and sweet so that the ink can dry and I can do it in a timely manner so that way you get, your card or your package or whatever it is, whatever event I do in the future for live calligraphy. I definitely have to make sure that I'm prepared for people who want a little bit more than maybe I can do in the, 90 seconds that I have to do each individual piece. That about sums it up. It was a great event. I really appreciate Sarah's help. I really appreciate Pat's help from LeClaire's. We had some awesome people come out and support us. We had Jessica from Lallier Event Designs. She came out and bought some cards. One of my favorite regulars from the restaurant I used to work at, she came out and bought some cards and was just a great support. My husband stopped by for a while, took some pictures and some video. So I really appreciate everyone who came out and just kind of, showed face. Of course they bought a card because they knew that's what I was there for. I hope to get a lot more live events in the future. That if you are someone who is getting married or who is hosting an event or who maybe works at a location, whether it's like a high-end jewelry store or something like that, and you think that live calligraphy might be a good addition to that event or to your place of work, you can comment below and I'll reach out to you that way, or DM me on my Instagram account or Facebook, and that way we can get in touch. I'd love to do your next event. But in the meantime, stay tuned, comment below for more videos, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.